Sorry, got cut off on the video. We'll go ahead and start. I got a phone call. These are the wrenches I use out here around in this work area. This shop seems to be the neighborhood go-to shop. An old Craftsman set of 3/4 drive wrenches. There's 3/4 drive socket set. Got some Taiwanian stuff in there, some Chinesium, 30-ton press, little 12-ton bottle jack in it. Over there is all the different size TIG filler rods, different alloys, aluminum, stainless steel, mild steel, silicon bronze. I'm gonna have to dig this fella out here and put that 8.3 block on. This is my engine stand. I really need to do some cleaning in here. This is a mess. I've got this truck cab, this 4-door truck cab setting up on its back. But this was a project, this lathe here was a project that I took on before I started the truck project. It's a pretty good size Mazak lathe. Brought it in here, cleaned it up. And as you can see, my work on the ways has been wasted. But it's a good lathe. I'm gonna rig it up. It was wired 480. When I get this truck out of the way and get it done, I may end up selling the truck off, who knows, whatever. I will get this lathe set up. This is the other Master Series toolbox. We're not going to get into it because that would be a whole nother toolbox tour. Got some miscellaneous garbage, breakout cables, 3/4 drive sockets. It's rusted and just blah, 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 blah. This is the machining area. This is my knee mill. I do a lot of stuff on it. Got a rotary table. No, there's no digital readout. A lot of the tooling for it over there. Boring bars, facing cutters, carbide inserts in the little pull-out drawers. Actually, this is a project I started for the engine build. I'm getting ready to do after I clean shop. This is an adjustable camshaft gear for an 8.3 Cummins. Took the stock gear, took it down to the heat treat place because I did not have nothing to cut it. It was hard. Took it down, had it annealed, done all the machine work, made the hub. Got to finish that up. These are the machinist toolboxes. Drill bits, layout stuff, measuring devices. There's a depth mic. Feeler gauges, some other rod and end things, drill bits, just basically everything a master class machinist would have. Big mics. We'll get in this toolbox down here. This is pretty nice. This is some of my dad's stuff. These are small machine jacks. This is a precision square set. This is all precision machining square set. Use this stuff a lot on the mill. Some Starrett. My big 1-foot Minotaur calipers. Another small set of Starretts in there. Mic sets, edge finders, little tiny mic sets. So it's got all the anvils in it to calibrate them with. Those are Minotaur too. More interesting stuff I use a lot. Everybody knows what that is. And everybody knows what that is. Okay, enough of the machine shop stuff. More junk bolts. I do keep relative non-metric bolt stuff. I do a lot of common stuff here. The little B and C series is all metric. So I keep all my little metric bolts for those engines separate. And these little containers, these little ice cream boxes and stuff, I got 2 or 3 boxes of them around. They come in handy. Drill bits, big set up there in the wooden box. This is the mill, just a plain old, got just a plain old vise on it right now. It ain't nothing but a drill bit holder because I've been using this little tiny drill press over here. It's a little 16-inch Craftsman. If I'm gonna do anything bigger than what this thing will do as far as just drilling holes, I'll just put it on the mill. This is my air compressor set up. Quincy 340, double lung HP, 400 gallon air. It is 3-phase. It runs off the same 3-phase power that 30 horse idler makes and generates. That is the 3-phase power box, which is that mill, and this little lathe, which will swing a pretty good sized piece, but it's very short. I do quite a bit of work on that. But that's my air compressor set up. Homemade wood burner. I built this wood burner, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. It's all homemade, guys. This is a 40 by 60 cinder block shop. If it's 0 degrees outside, I can make this place hump 65 all day, all night. And you can't get back in this corner because it will burn you up. Toilet. Flushing toilet, hot water. I got hot water out here. Nice wash basin. Shower. So when you get all greasy and nasty and dirty, you don't have to drag that stuff in the house. If you know you're going to get greasy, nasty, and dirty, bring your clothes with you. Bring a towel with you. Come out here. Get cleaned up before you go in the house. Well, you don't drag that stuff with you. This shelf, these shelves over here, just catch junk. Typical shop. Shop supplies, ether, everything from starting fluid to Molly compound, Wasp and Hornet spray, WD-40. There's a 612 24-volt battery charger. Got another one sitting up there. Battery chargers. I got battery chargers hanging them out of my rear. Yeah, I have a TV in the shop. There's the stereo. And everybody was curious about. I'm sure they seen in the other toolbox tour. This is the. These are the. These are the neighborhood public tools. They lose them, they break them, whatever. It's theirs. They're actually mine. It's just runoff stuff from when I upgraded tools, when I was turner wrenches, junk screwdrivers. They use them for punches and chisels and whatever, and they wonder why I keep the big orange boxes locked up. There's some tubing bender stuff in there and some other whatnot stuff. I actually can't get this drawer open, but that's a surface prep drawer. It's got a lot of the die grinder stuff, roll cartridges. Thinking too hard. Scotch-Brite pads. general public toolbox, junk wrenches. It's actually one of my good angle wrenches right there. Everything from Taiwanese to Blue Point to Armstrong, Harbor Freight. There's a little bit of every bit of garbage in it. Tire chucks, punches and chisels, tractor pins, odd and end file stuff, odd and end junk, wood grass, more file junk. This cabinet has got everything under the sun in it. Coffee pot ain't been used in a while. Had to give up coffee on one kidney. Doc says they take care of it. So I drank a lot of water, and yes, that Bud Light is a prescription. Some of the clamps and things that I use, everybody wonders, how come you don't have a junk drawer in your toolbox? How come you don't have a junk drawer in your toolbox, like your zip ties and all that sort? I'm in a home shop, so my zip ties hang on the wall. My zip ties hang on the wall. Other rod and end stuff hangs on the wall. Anything you could accumulate in a junk drawer actually ends up on pegboard. Tape, electric tape, thread tape, all that garbage. And if I have a suggestion for anybody that's wanting to build a shop, do not put pegboard up, because it is a garbage catcher. It catches junk, especially when you're not the only one in the shop. So I'm sure everybody's curious about this unit. This is a 3,000 RPM Pro Farm tractor. Makes a little over 13 or almost 1,200 horse. Or a little over 1,200 horse. Last time we had it on dyno. It's tired. She slobbers. She blows oil out on the track. And she had a really good season. Last season, she's on Pro Polar 20.8s. Tires need freshened up. Engine's getting freshened up. He's actually going to get a new clutch. Probably split that apart this weekend. I got to do some cleaning. Right at the moment, I'm in the middle of some drawbar fabrication. Was leaving inches on the track. She's ugly. We like ugly. This is a 69 Minneapolis Moline G900. Billet top shaft, billet bottom shaft, custom pinion, custom hydraulic brakes, 3-disc slipper. Of course, it's Cummins powered. 8.3, 8.9 liter block. Roller cam block. This is an example of some of the things I do on my machine. This degree wheel here and the timing pointer. I made that here. I would have had to pay somebody to make that, but I made that here. We call this tractor men mock-up. I built this tractor 10 years ago or a little better. Freshened it up 5 or 6 times. As you can see, the cage is rusty, and yes, the rubber intake air filter boot for a Gen 1 Cummins is sitting on the stack, so I do not black the ceiling when I do fire this thing up. It is on there to direct the smoke and the slobber back down, because if not, you end up with that over there. That bay is generally where the tractor lives. We call this in mock-up because when I built this tractor, I had everything in mock-up. And when I went to tear it back down, I didn't. I finished it out. No paint. I throwed the rest of the bolts in it, fired it up, throwed the hood on it and went pulling. And yeah, there's a blanket that goes around there. The hydraulic pump is the power steering pump. There's another 12-volt hydraulic pump in there that does my water injection. My lift pump in there. Everything's electrical on this tractor, including the water pump. No water in the head, water in the block. Got to do some drilling and boring in the water jackets to get water out, because the coolant flows up through the cylinder head and back down into the block before it exits. So you got to do some water port work in there to run water in the block. Stock bore, stroke is going to be undisclosed. Precision 3x3 super farm wheel. Makes about 30-mile-an-hour track speed. It holds its own against the red tractors and the green tractors. We don't dominate, but they know we show up when we show up. I will discontinue the shop tour for right now, and hope you guys liked it. If you did, give me the thumbs up. If you see anything that catches your interest, hit it in the comments. I'll see if I can get to it in a day or two, and hopefully make you guys a little happier. If you like what you see, like what you hear, thumbs up, punch the subscribe button. If you don't, that's okay too. You all have a nice day, and thanks a lot.